Hello. So today I want to kind of make a different kind of video. Like, it's more like a chat. So grab your drink, grab your tea, grab your coffee, whatever is your favorite drink, and let's have a little chat. So a few weeks ago was my birthday. For the first time, I decided that I didn't want to feed my ego. Now, what do I mean with that? So, every time it's my birthday, in a way, maybe subconsciously, I don't actually know, but I tend to post on Instagram stories, on my WhatsApp story, on Facebook, whatever it is, like, birthday girl, it's my birthday, woohoo, this kind of stuff. This time I was like, I'm not gonna do that. Mainly because, first of all, it didn't felt right this year. Second of all, I know it must sound weird, but I really wanted to see who are actually the people around me, who will remember, who would spend 5 seconds of their time to just wish me happy birthday. And it's not because I needed that message, but just because it's important to kind of, have an understanding of who is around you, what kind of energy you have around you, what kind of people you have around you. So for the first time, I decided not to do anything and to just, sit and wait. Regardless, I decided that I would have spent my birthday by myself, doing whatever I wanted to do, and just, treat it as a normal day. At the end of the day, I did get my answer. I did get what I was looking for. So I did actually realize who are those people around me, who is actually there and who is not. And I think the most important thing of that day is actually the gift that life gave me. Because I think that on that specific day, life kind of, first of all gave me the strength to just, sit and watch. Second of all, I think that the universe literally opened my eyes, and especially and most importantly, the universe actually gave me a thought, something that actually made me think quite a lot. So I think that, let's start from the beginning. I think that actually in these kind of situations it's very easy and it's totally understandable to feel isolated, to feel alone, to feel something is missing, and perhaps it's that feeling of like belonging, that is missing there. And it's kind of funny because before my birthday I was going like out, obviously it's summertime, so I was going out, let's say, to the park, or even when I was going to work, really, especially like on the weekend, because I usually go to work in the very early morning. So especially in the weekend you see a lot of people that they're still around, because maybe they went out partying or whatever. So it's very easy to see people around and think, why I do not have that, why I do not have, let's say, the same experience, why I do not have the group of people around me that maybe I should have, why I'm alone while around there is so many people. And I did felt that. I did felt that kind of, isolation, especially because once again, it's summertime. So you're supposed to go out, enjoy your friend, enjoy your life, enjoy the experience and everything. It's normal. It's what people do. And in a weird way, I think that doing this whole process of like cleaning my circle, getting rid, and I don't mean that in a weird way or in a mean way, of people, but just, understanding who I want around me and who I do not. Not because I feel that I'm more than someone or whatever, but just because I believe that whenever you are at the point and at the stage that you want to let go someone, is because probably you evolve into another frequency and that person doesn't match that frequency anymore. So it's good to let them go. And it's almost a blessing, the fact that I was able to understand that actually being alone right now is not a bad thing. It means that I actually succeed and making space for something better. I now have the possibility of welcoming more in my life. I have the possibility of welcoming new people in my life that are matching my point of view, that are matching my frequency, my vibrations, people that actually are in tune with me. And even though they are not here yet, doesn't mean they are not on their way, doesn't mean that I'm not actually surrounded by so many opportunities of meeting new people and engaging with new people. So whenever, let's say, you feel the sense of loneliness, don't look at that as a bad thing. Look at that as an opportunity of welcoming new things in your life, because you were able, actually, by choosing to be alone, by choosing to kind of, separate yourself from certain people, certain situation, or whatever, to make space for new to come, which is amazing. It's actually exciting because you don't know actually what's coming, but the fact that you know that you made space for something new to come, I think it should be something so exciting. Because, like, I don't know, but like in my case, it gives me almost that kind of, thrill of like, oh, what's coming? Who is coming in my life now? Who else I'm gonna experience? What else I'm gonna experience? So I think it's genuinely like an amazing feeling, and the fact that you feel in this way for this situation, it almost strikes good, because you are actually tuning in a high frequency, you're tuning in a positive frequency, in a more happy, excited frequency. Therefore, if you, like we said before already, if you tune in those emotions, that's what you're gonna receive. Look, I don't know, but like I always been someone that I always looked at things in terms of quality rather than quantity. And I think that nowadays, especially when it comes to like friendship and like having people around, people don't really look about quality. They really much look about quantity, because in a weird way, it's almost like having more people around, it makes you like one of those person that has a bigger social status, because I don't know, just because you have people around you. But, and this is actually something that happened that kind of made me think about it. I almost was looking at this situation with a kind of, interested, funny way, because the day of my birthday, someone else that I know, that I will refer to this person, we date them, because it's good to like give the identity to this person. Let's keep it like this. This person, they had the same birthday on the same day of mine, and I was looking the way they were celebrating, the amount of people that they had around them, it was just ridiculous. Like, there was so many people that I felt uncomfortable, to be fair. And the funny thing is that in all of their story and their posts and everything, I could see how actually this person was feeling uncomfortable. You could sense that probably that person was thinking, who the hell are those people? Because probably they were like friend of friends or whatever it was. But like, you could see how this person was kind of lost in that situation. So I'm like, in an important day like your birthday, why would you choose to celebrate it with a bunch of like strangers, perhaps with so many people? And I'm not saying all of this in a judgmental way, or because I feel envy towards this person, because one thing is for sure, I do not welcome those frequency in my life at all. I don't actually have envy for no one. I don't judge no one, just because it's not my persona, it's not my soul, it's not what I want in my life. I'm genuinely saying this because it really made me think I'm actually lucky of be able to choose what and who I want in my life, and especially understanding that the quality is more important than quantity. And look, I understand that as a human, it's important to have people around, mainly because, first of all, it's for the feeling of belonging, and second of all, it's generally because we do produce a specific hormone when we are around people, when we are in certain situations. So there is a genuine physical need of our body to be around people. However, one thing that I understood is, do not rely on people. Do not set expectations on people, because probably those expectations, they will not be matched. Like, how many times it happened that, I don't know, you organize this beautiful day out, okay, you wanted to go, let's pretend you wanted to go to an exhibition, okay, an exhibition, and then you want to go to have food and maybe shopping, or just, you know, going around or whatever. And then you think like, okay, let's set up this whole thing with X friend, okay. Now you're so excited, you're vibrating so high because you're happy that you're gonna do this, you're thrilled with emotions and stuff. On your way there, this friend texts you, hey, sorry, I can't make it anymore. That's it. The day is ruined. All of the sudden, the excitement disappear. All of the sudden, the happiness drops down to sadness, anger, frustration. And that's why, because you set an expectation, you set something that hasn't been matched. In my case personally, when this happens now, I'm always like, first of all, let's take a few minutes. Just because I know myself, I know I can be impulsive in this kind of situation, so I need a few minutes to kind of, you know, process the thing, digest it, and then answer in a better way. So I do not answer straight away. I just put my phone on the side, take a few minutes, and when I feel I'm ready to answer, I will answer. And I think it's important to do that, just because you don't want to start to throw everything out, even though maybe you are on the right to do that, but like, let's avoid that. Then I start actually to shift my thoughts, because one thing is for sure, I don't want to set myself in low frequency. So I start to think, okay, this person is not coming anymore, it ruined my plan. However, what's the positive side of it? I have the freedom of doing whatever I want at the time that I want, can go wherever I want, eat whatever I want. I am by myself, I'm having a date with myself. I have the chance and the possibility to enjoy myself in this day fully. And that's exciting. It's exciting. I was someone that was extremely, I don't want to say scared, but like, I felt almost uncomfortable to take myself out. Like, the first time I decided to do that, it was almost like, I don't want to say it was like a setup situation, but like, I went for a blood test, and I was in the area where there were like a lot of like pubs and restaurants and stuff, and I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna go out somewhere. I don't care what people are gonna think, because in my brain it was like, if I'm taking myself out, people are gonna look at me like, what the hell is she doing by herself? That's so cringe, that's so stupid. Why would you go out by yourself? When then I understood actually such a normal thing, but in my brain it wasn't. So I decided that day to actually go to a Vietnamese restaurant. Was it Vietnamese? Yeah, it was Vietnamese. And funny enough, when I asked the guy who worked there a table for one, first of all, I was already expecting his reaction to be like, one? But actually it was totally fine, like that didn't happen. So that already kind of, you know, set my mind in better position and be like, okay, so it was something that I was maybe playing in my brain. But the funny thing is, and that was almost like a test, I would say, that the life was giving me, he actually gave me the seat on the window where everyone from the street would walk and look and see me eat by myself. in a weird way, part of me was like, shall I say I don't want to see in the window? And the other part of me was like, no, you need to face it. You need to go through it. Do it. Eventually I did it. And it was kind of funny because I actually enjoyed it so much. I enjoyed that experience because I was sat there eating the food that I wanted, be able to look at people and see the life around me and just be happy by myself. So I think, coming back to what we were saying before, it's important that you not set expectation on people. It's good to plan things with friends, it's good to plan, experiences and stuff. However, always think that if something doesn't turn up as you plan, as you want, it's still fine because you have yourself. And if you kind of, enjoy your own company, enjoy being with yourself, it's not of a big deal. It's actually like an opportunity to treat yourself. Oh, she wants to say hi. I think in a weird way, understanding this, understanding the whole thing of not setting expectation or whatever, is something that kind of set me free from like codependence. Like, I know nowadays, like, I don't need to depend from anyone because I have myself. I don't need anyone to match my expectation because I do not have expectation on anyone. I do not expect anything from anyone. Everything that comes in my life is a blessing. I'll accept it. I'm always open to that. I'm always open to welcome love, friendship, experiences, opportunities. Everything that comes in my life is a blessing. But this doesn't mean that I'm expecting it. I'm open to it, but I'm not expecting it. Mainly because I live in my present. I'm happy in my present. So whatever comes is a plus. Whatever comes is an extra that match my current frequency, which is the frequency of happiness. Because you need to be happy now. You need to be grateful now for what you have and not for what you could have. Because I think I actually said the same words in another video, but like, you need to be grateful for what you have now and happy for what you have now so that the life can give more abundance, can give more of what you have, instead of living in this thing, what could I have? So my dear, I think that to close this video, once again, what we say is, do not set expectation on other people. Be excited of your own company. Be excited of the whole time that you can spend by yourself, and especially be excited for the fact that being alone means that you have space for new to come. Be excited for what comes next. Be excited for who you're gonna welcome in your life. Be happy for it. Because once again, be alone now doesn't mean that you're gonna be alone for the rest of your life. It means that the people that are gonna match your frequency and your vibration are in their way. We are all around each other. We are all interconnected with frequency and energy, and you are attracting what you are. So be excited and be happy about it. Sending you a lot of love.